Hi Capricorn, this is Samantha with Soul Pathways. I wanted to come on today and give you a solar eclipse reading for the upcoming solar eclipse. Just to see how this eclipse will impact you, where it will impact you, how you'll handle it, and maybe get some advice. Okay? It's a general reading, so take from it what will resonate and leave the rest. Okay? If you do want a personal reading, that information is below. So reach out and we'll set something up, okay? So with that being said, this eclipse is in the sign of Aries. It's a partial eclipse. And typically all eclipses have a 6-month energetic staying power. What does that mean? That means from the date of the eclipse, which is the 29th, today, onward, 6 months out. So, and typically it's, for me, 2 to 3 weeks, up to 4 prior. You can feel stuff moving in. But we had the lunar eclipse as well. So that was 2 weeks prior as well. So, I mean, the eclipse seasons are very strong in moving our lives, unblocking us, and pushing us forward, right? The solar eclipse as well is regarding, you know, our more masculine aspects, our action taker aspects, where the lunar eclipse is more of our feminine aspect, our nurture and our creative side. So the solar eclipse will have to do with the action side of ourselves. Wherever Aries is in your chart is most likely the area that is going, when I say chart, I mean astrological chart, is where you're most likely going to be impacted. And externally, right? Externally, the men in your life, you could see changes with them, especially if they have Aries, right? So, yeah. With that being said, let's go ahead and see how this is going to impact you. Okay, Capricorn. These cards have been cleansed, meditated on, and pre-shuffled. Just so you know. Okay, and how is the eclipse going to affect Capricorn? And what aspect is the eclipse going to affect Capricorn? What area of their life, aspect of their life? These two came out together. Okay. Okay. So the first card I saw was Retreat. This was the one I pulled first, and that number is 38. 38 is 11. And it looks like winter, right? We just got out of that. We're in spring now, but something that started in winter could be getting smacked into forward motion now, or something you start now, you could see come to fruition this coming winter. Okay? Spirit guardian of winter. So, 11. I said this equates to 11, so November could be of significance. We could be talking to somebody who is a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. You could have Scorpio or Sagittarius placements within your birth chart. Okay, Capricorn? Watch the Scorpio Sagittarius readings if that's the case, okay? That'll give you more information about how this will impact you. this could have to do with moving. I really get, you know, we've got two distinct environments here. One on the outside, one on the inside. Okay? The other idea, you know, housing, relocation, buying a house. Okay? Safety, security, assets. Some crystallizing. I just heard too. Something becoming crystal clear. Something you're working on. Something you're you planted a seed. Okay. So for some of you, you started off in one place and then you ended up in another. And then, you know, the second card was love. And that is 47, which is another 11. 11, 11. 11, 11. And that's twin flame. So Capricorn. To me this says, for some of you this is regarding love. The solar eclipse is going to impact your love life. You could be traveling. Retreat. That word's popping out. Because you moved. You met somebody who is your twin flame. You met your twin. Yeah. And you're going to marry them. I don't know where that came from. Congratulations if that's you. 700 on the timer. Just so you know, I am a prophet. I was born a psychic medium. All my clairs are intact. I know things that I don't know how I know. I was born this way. But if this message resonates, and you did move somewhere, and you did meet somebody, that's the one. Man or woman, doesn't matter. That's your person. Twin flame. I'm getting chills in my knees. There's something about the knee, these knees, right? Yeah, we could be talking somewhere. Snow is still. There's still snow, okay? Because it is only March, so you could have moved somewhere, I'm hearing, to the north. To the north. So you could have moved to the north, and you could have met your twin, right? It was 817 when I said that, which is 88, which is success. I'm guided to say you could be a life path 3, 4, and I'm also seeing 7 and 8, but I'm also noticing here progress, 3 to 4, 7 to 8, so forward movement in a situation. And I just saw 6, 7, 8 on my timer. It went 6, 7, 8, right? So that speaks to the progress and moving a cycle to an end, right? So definitely, and this little lady here, she's definitely moving rather quickly too, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and grow. Yeah, that's a 44. So 4s could be very significant for you. You could be 44 years old. You could be 47. You could be 38. Okay. Yeah. Roses could be significant. Flowers, snow, cabins in the wood, pine trees, carnivorous trees, mushrooms. I don't know why I just heard vegan. It could be vegan. Like the color red. You could be a Queen of Wands, which is a fire sign. You could have fire in your chart. Nevertheless, let's get some more information here for you, Cap. And just because I, said Queen of Wands, doesn't mean I'm only speaking to the women here. We all have a female and feminine and masculine aspects in our charts, right? We're born with action-taking aspects and creative, nurturing aspects to self. So, yeah, you could definitely be somebody who is very good-looking and capable and attractive to the opposite sex. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's going on with Capricorn? Divine. It's 4:11 on the clock and 11:09 on my timer. Very nice. So flowers definitely could be significant here. I feel like we've got somebody who's warm, and then with the snow, somebody who's opposite. Cold. Warm, like opposing. Like fire and ice. Okay, so water and earth, or fire and air coming together. So if you are a Capricorn, you could be coming together with a Cancer, or, something like that is happening here. The person that tickles your fancy is like you, but not like you, and it's rather refreshing in a lot of ways. They get you, but it's not so much that it's overwhelming. There's still enough difference to keep it nice. You don't want a carbon copy. Where's the fun in that? 12:33 when I said that, so 333 could be of significance for you. Okay. What else can we tell Capricorn about this? Huh? Yes, this pairing could be quite attractive to one another, with sensuality coming out. The number 38 came out again, so we've got two 38s. They're saying pull out the first 38. So, yes, when you moved, you met somebody in this new area, most likely. 38 and 38. So 11:11 again. Who matched you? And in your sensuality. They're just as sensuous. Passionate is another good word to use there. 13:31. So mirroring you is key. And that would have been 4:4 again. So they mirror you, and that's a twin flame aspect. There's probably telepathy as well. Okay. Music just came in. This person, I just heard they love you. They want to protect you. They're fierce over you. But they want you. And being that, this is YouTube, I can only say so much. But things are very much steamy in the bedroom. Okay? You're very Kundalini rising, tantric sex type of folks. Okay? I really get that you're open and willing to try different things and willing to work things out. The staying power's there too. Okay. In other ways, you want to travel together. I get that. There's a real kinship here. Your friends as well. There's a real circle coming back like a circle of life deal here, like you've shared life. There's a meeting of the eye. You got a real support here. Okay. Yeah. You're not going to want for nothing, Cap. You're not. Bottom of the deck. Yeah. So it says, let me put these down. Sacred breath and sound, communication and life force. 10, which is a 1, which is a new beginning. What really caught my attention here, the word sacred, and then that dolphin. Now dolphins, the funny thing there is, when you got 2 of them, they're another sign of twin flames. So, I really like that. A new beginning there. But you guys communicate well together. A lot of communication. Okay? You could be getting communication. If you're not, if you haven't met this person yet, they're coming. You're going to receive communication, I just heard. Okay, so for those of you who are like, what is this person talking about? Crazy. I haven't met nobody. They're coming. Remember, eclipses last 6 months. Clarity will be brought. They're coming, and birds are messengers, and this is a huge bird. This is an eagle. It's a huge change, and it's going to come out of the blue. It's going to open your heart for sure. You could love beaches. They could love beaches. Nevertheless, that's an 11. So that's 2 11. That's a lot of 11s. A lot of 11s in this reading. Tells me that you've got a lot of capacity to manifest between you. Somebody here is a master manifester, perhaps. And somebody has done the inner work in healing their heart, healing themselves. Congratulations. That's not the easiest thing to do. I know. I've done that myself. Water blessings. Water's a great conductor for holding frequencies, so that's beautiful. Deep connections. That's connected direct to this twin flame and building your world. So building a new world, expansion, networking. So if you haven't met this person, you're going to, through networking, other connections. You might, if you're moving, haven't moved, I really feel like this is work related for many of you. If not, this could be online, through a friendship group. You're going to make some adjustments. That's what it is. They're an adjustment. And if you haven't, and if you're like, I just don't see how this is going to work, start doing things different. And what I mean by that, if you go a certain way home every day from work, go a different way. If you only go straight home from work, maybe try stopping and do your grocery shopping before you go home. Or stop and actually get out of your car and go into a coffee shop or something and get a coffee, maybe going into work. Something like that. You may find yourself one of these days bumping into somebody you're pleasantly happy that you did. A little more information for Capricorn on what's to come with this. Travel. Some of you could be traveling, or if it's not traveling, it is just it's a relocation. It could be business travel for some of you. I am seeing, I just heard CEO, business travel, business arrangement. I'm seeing suits, briefcases, things of that nature for some of you. But for a few of this could be leisurely. I am catching a few of you in shorts, beaches. Yeah. Some of you are wearing hiking shoes, boots, going on hikes. Some of you bicycling. Others of you are staycationing, gardening, staying at home. Yeah, okay. Playing in your hobbies, be it cars or your garden. Yeah, working on your house. Looking for a new house, right? New ways of doing things for yourself, right? Good. Okay. What else can you tell us about what's going on for the solar eclipse for Capricorn? For Capricorn, please. There it is. Okay. It says emerging into grace. It says, I open my soul to grace. I love that card. That's got to be my favorite card in the deck. So, for me, I literally just heard after the rain, the rainbow. So, if this resonates, and I'm getting chills, I feel like you just went through a really hard time. Probably one of the hardest in your life, Capricorn. Time of challenges, and that is putting it lightly. It might have been a dark night of the soul. A part of your journey you assume want to forget. Some of you. For others of you, you might be very proud of yourself that you made it. I think all of you should be. I would never want to forget a part of a journey that built you up to be the most magnificent and beautiful you that you've become today. I'm telling you, but it laid you flat. It really did. It laid you flat. And it might have took you a minute, but you got up and you kept going. And you took steps. And you're emerging now into this beautiful outcome where you're being rewarded for the steps you took, through love, through growth. You're now transcending. You're transcending everything. I just heard like a supernova. What? 2322 when I said that. So 522 changes that you're bringing in as a master builder. Because 22 is a master builder number and 5 is all about changes. This is all through your own effort. Again, she's laying on the ground. This is 2 cards of laying. So whatever it is that you did, you got you laying. This is almost the same woman, just laying almost in the same position. Flat out. And again, another 11. Look at that, 11. So November, something happened in November where you could have Scorpio placement very prominent. And I said that at 2411. Prominent in your chart. But you're protected. You could have Chinese year, that you could be a Chinese year of the dragon, but you're divinely guided, you're divinely protected. You could be a starseed, you could be an earth angel, you could be definitely a chosen. Wherever you were put down, and you were being divinely guided and watched over. You needed a break, and you had to take it. And then you got up, and you emerged, yeah, and you took steps to get yourself into a new place. And because of that, you're rising above everything. You're rising above the fray like an eagle. This is 28, which comes to a 1 into a new beginning. For many of you, it took moving away from an environment, a person, a family, a friend, a friendship group, a community, a city, a job, a corporation, you know, a work environment. You moved away from something that you've been with long standing. Why? They didn't support you. And you finally figured it out. You finally figured out that the only way you were ever going to be successful in your life, Capricorn, was through learning to love yourself. And the only way you were ever going to be able to do that was by leaving behind the people that were pretending to support you. Only take that if it resonates, okay? Please, as with all my messages, they're very specific. I'm an intuitive reader. Take it to your higher power. Make sure these are for you, okay? So, a brave soul is rewarded greatly. And I do mean greatly. If this is you, if this message is even remotely resonating with you, I'm telling you, your dreams are on the precipice of coming true. 26, if they aren't already, with that cornucopia there. That's 8 again. So I have 2 double 8s coming out in your reading. Double the blessings, double the fun. Capricorn, you took the time to put yourself first. You learned that you were the gift. You finally learned that you were the gift. And you did what was right. You healed yourself, which healed the past. And now you're manifesting your future because you accepted how it was and you began to blossom. You started fresh and you brought in a twin. For many of you, a twin flame journey. And now you're embarking on a new adventure, and it's going to expand well beyond your expectations. She's standing on top of the world. I think this is going to be something that blows you away. 28, 22 when I said that. Whatever you do, stand firm on it. Once you commit, don't let go. Look at the sun behind there. We're in a solar eclipse. It will support you. Okay? Communicate this freely. Communication seems to be important to this journey for healing yourself in the past. So hold that, as well as taking action. Okay? So communication and taking action are keys for you to break these barriers. Okay? So let's get our angel advice before we move into closing this reading out. I think that's beautiful. So your life purpose, and I don't know why I felt like saying that. It could be yours, or you could be sharing it with somebody else. It could be something you've worked on for a very long time, or something that's yet to come. But it seems like it doesn't even have to be a thing. It could be a relationship. It could be a healing journey. Okay? Part of your life purpose could be this journey of healing yourself. So, only you will know. Truly. Take it to the divine. Can I get some advice for Capricorn for the solar eclipse? What is it that they need to know for their highest and best good moving forward? Never lose sight out on how important you are, how far you've come, and that you need to always make space for the fact that you need to come first. How do you fill the cups of others if your cup is empty? You can't. So make time to understand that you need to value you enough to put you first. And I think that was one of the big lessons here that you learned. And it might have been through a relationship or a larger relationship, maybe linked to a community or a work environment, how you needed to learn your self-worth based on how other people didn't know it. So you had to show it to them by knowing it yourself. Water guardian, connect with your emotions. So you could have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer within your water chart or within your birth chart. I keep saying water. You could be near the water. Water could be important. You could be dehydrated. Your twin could have water or be a water sign. Again, I don't know. I am seeing the universe here against Darcy, but I just also heard siren or mermaid. You could have heritage there. And yes, they do exist. Sure do. Siren. I did say Queen of Wands, and they typically do run in that line. Yes, they do. You guys are very saucy. I do feel air here as well, though. You might be beautiful, but you are intelligent. Universe. Trust in the unknown at this time. Rise above the fray. Things are going to happen out of the blue. Go with the flow. Whatever you can't handle, give it up to your higher. Know everything happens as it should. You're right where you need to be. Set your intentions accordingly and watch it work out. Continue to work on the areas that you know are blocked. Okay. Most of those are stemming from outworn thought patterns or belief systems. I was just told. Anything else? You have me shuffling them different. I don't do this for any of the others. I did one shuffle, but they want you to know you're not alone. You've got a guardian angel with you. No. They corrected me. They said you are an earth angel. This is your confirmation. Take it only if this resonates. For some of you, yes, you do. Everybody's got some form of guardian angel. That's facts. Those are facts. But some of you are earth angels. And some of you have Egyptian roots. I just was told. Some of you, I don't know, Syrian star seeds just came up. Some of you meditate with the Merkaba of Metatron. Some of you, Isis is important. Ra, Tut, Cleopatra, Moon Ra. I don't know why I just heard the Book of the Dead. Be careful with that one. You are not from here. You are not from here. Some of you are not from here. Again, starseed, Lyrian, Pleiadian, Arcturian, talls, shorts, grays, blues, doesn't matter. Insectoid, Draconian. That last message will only apply to less than 1% of you. And the way you're going to know that that's for you is checking your Akashic record. Your very first memory should give you an indicating clue of birth, starseed birth. Yeah, your record should show you. It will be unlocked within your record. You probably already know, though. You already know. I don't think you go around openly flaunting it, though. Good person. And you came back to help people. Yeah, peacekeeper. You're here, light worker, help people. Yeah. Like I said, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, big heart. Heart guardian. Love and be loved. Right. You're a peacekeeper with a big heart. You're here to lift the vibrations of the, I heard world, then universe, with your love. Some of you are into herbs, natural ways of healing yourself. Other of you are into, metaphysical sciences. It doesn't have to be the oracle as in tarot and oracle reading, but it could include that. It could be astrology, it could be palmistry, it could be dream analysis, it could be multiples of these, right? It could be past life regression, it could be any one of these alternative healing. That's what I'm taking this as. So you're somebody here who uses these tools and wants to use these tools to make the world a better place. Right? You started something, or something is going to kick off in the spring. And I do see the rabbit as very fortunate. We have the lucky rabbit's foot, but I also see the rabbit as very, very passionate. And there's a hint to the rabbit of sexuality, so be careful if you don't want to have children quite yet to take precautions unless you want to have children, and or be parents. Travel is indicated, so some of you, if you're I do see new careers for some of you, so yeah, you could be traveling with that. You're shedding old skins now, and you're moving into a whole new you. Wow. All that for a solar eclipse. Isn't that beautiful, Capricorn? So that's your reading. I'm really happy for you. I hope it's really a blessed solar eclipse for you. Thanks for showing up. And, you know, again, take from it what resonates and leave the rest. If you want a personal reading, that information is below. I'll be doing April readings here soon. And until then, you take care. Stay blessed and know that you're loved. Be well.